what's going on with the enemy too.
I wonder after seeing the video, what troubled you the most?
You know, again, it's another person that's dead, killed by law enforcement officers who have the authority by the state and the people, because we get our power really from the people, not just a piece of paper, that authorizes law enforcement to take a life in certain situations, which is always, that's why you guys are here in this situation and not on the street in Baton Rouge when we have other killings, because this is potentially a state-authorized killing. It gives law enforcement officers the authority and mandates them to kill when in defense of themselves or others. So I think whenever there's that situation and there's law enforcement involved, it's a completely different case than it is with a person on the street being killed.
Mayor, you also heard that they are also asking for your resignation, your response to them.
But tell them it will be effective 12/31 this year. That's when I'm retiring. Thank you.
Did both officers fire their weapons, or did only one?
We're going to leave that for the United States Attorney's Office to answer. That's going to conclude the press conference. We appreciate everybody for being here. Like I said, if you have any public information requests from us concerning our officers or our disciplinary process or anything like that that's not related to the particulars of this case, that you refer those public information requests to vrpdmedia@vrgov.com, and we will fulfill those requests as soon as we can. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to take you live now to Atlantic City, where Hillary Clinton is meeting with anti-Trump protesters outside of Trump's Taj Mahal Hotel in Atlantic City. Hillary Clinton meeting with anti-Trump protesters.
Folks, don't make him push you. Let's get a little space here. Everybody take 2 steps back. 2 steps back, please. Sidewalk. Secretary Clinton, time for a question? Secretary Clinton, time for a question?
bad, yo. I was trying to, hold on. Hey, J babies, how are you? Yeah, I was trying to film that. I'm on. I'm recording Fox 10 News live. I was trying to get that Alton Steering shooting investigation. Yeah, man. When I watched that video of Alton Steering in Baton Rouge, them racist ass fucking cops tackled this brother, and the cop was like, "If you start resisting, I'm gonna shoot you." And he pulled out his gun and shot this brother. And then these police gonna lie to but they had body cameras on, but they didn't. They had other brothers and sisters sitting in their car recording. And when that brother got shot, and I heard a sister in the car crying. Like, me and Talia was talking about that shit last night about that brother. I watched that video, and in Baton Rouge, they got these brothers and sisters in Baton Rouge protesting. They just driving cars and firing fireworks. Like, they ain't really no protest. It's like a celebration, and that's how it is in New Orleans. When people, like, get shot in New Orleans, people still be partying. Like, I couldn't party if one of my loved ones got shot. I'm sorry. I'm like going nowhere. My people got shot. That's good, sweetie. That's good, J babies. And now they got this bitch, Hillary Clinton. I don't even want to watch this bitch. Fucking Secret Service they yelling at people, talking about back up, back up. Why ain't nobody backing up for Hillary Clinton? Fuck that hoe. Yeah, they ain't really talk about nothing on that one. Let me record this shit on Hot 97. I know, sweet, it is sad. I feel you. Let me record this shit. Rosenberg loses it on police officer over Alton Sterling killing. Let me record this.
It's Eva in the morning. Laura Stiles and Rosenberg. Eva's on vacation, but me and Rosenberg are here holding it down.
He's on staycation. Let's just be honest, okay? He's hanging with his baby. He's getting some quality time in with Izzy.
Aww.
So, now, Laura, you alerted me to this story. I hadn't even seen it yet of what had happened in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, so last night, I was on Instagram and I came across this video, and oh my God, I started researching. That's when I sent you the link to the articles, and I just couldn't sleep, man. I couldn't sleep, and I came in and I showed the video to Shawnee Culture, and I'm pretty sure you guys are waking up to this story. It's just so painful to watch, man, and the fact that it just hurts me too, just to realize that we're seeing this video on Instagram of a man being killed, and it's and people are like, and a lot of people, so many people are angry, and some people, it's common, man. Like, they're unfazed by it anymore. They're like, it doesn't bother them anymore. They're like, yeah, it's happening every single day. Alton Sterling, he was a man that was selling music, selling CDs outside a convenience store.
Which already reminds you off top of an Eric Garner-like situation.
Yeah. Yep. They're saying, you see the video. It's like a 48-second video from a cell phone of police. It starts with them tackling him to the floor.
So the way it looks to me is this. The story is cops were called by someone who said they had an altercation with someone who they described physically as looking like him. Okay? And they said that he had a gun.
Right.
Okay? Turned out he did have a gun.
That's right.
Keep in mind, it is legal to have a weapon if you're over the age of 17 years old in Louisiana. That gets to a whole separate problem, but that is the case. So the video starts with him standing in front of a car outside of the store and the cops just bum rushing and tackling him. Then it's them trying to gain control of him on the ground and put his hands behind his back. And it's one of those struggle situations, and randomly, out of nowhere, it seems, they just pull out a gun. And they're like, if you don't stop, my God. And boom, shots just start firing, and they shoot him 6 times in the chest and back. So, do we see everything that happens? No. Do we understand everything about it? No.
The store owner, though, did come out.
Yes.
And said, and these are some facts, he said, this man has been coming here for years. Okay? He never had a problem with them.
No, Ann said he didn't hear any altercation that he may have had with someone who would have called the police.
So they don't, he's like, I don't know what.
You heard what this woman said? She said this man been coming in the store for years, never gave him no problems. I guess they was looking for some dude that looked like the brother, but he wasn't that dude. And I found that in Louisiana, you could own a gun without a permit, but you have to be 18 years or older. See, where I'm at in Washington, you have to have a permit to get a gun. I have a permit for my shit, and I got my shit already, so. Yeah, they shot. Yes, they did. They shot that brother multiple times, 6 times. I think it was more than that, at least 8 times. But that shit was fucked up, man. And that brother that got shot, his son cried when that mother was talking to the press. See, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to the press. They like seeing black women cry on TV and shit. I would not waste my time talking to the press. I would go talk to somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson, Saul Netter, Professor Griff. I like Professor Griff. He's dope. I'd rather go talk to somebody like him. Like, I tell the news, I don't want to talk to y'all. Like, I tell my lawyer, I don't want to talk to them because they're going to twist my words. I'd rather not talk to them now. I'll tell my lawyer now, if you want to get in front of the Fox News and CNN and talk, you go ahead. I'm not saying shit. You my lawyer. I'm going to tell you, you go ahead and say it because they're going to twist my words. But I'm about to play the rest of this video. It's like a 15-minute, 42-second video.
They're talking about when it comes to that.
He did say that he knows that he bought a gun recently.
Yes.
I guess the guy told him, like, I went and got a gun because there had been robberies of other people selling music.
Thank you.
So he was like, I went and got a gun.
Yeah. The store owner did also say that when he was being apprehended, that he was saying, what did I do? What did I do?
Now, listen. Here's the way I look at it when I hear these stories. Like, I try really hard no matter what's happened, and it's probably easier because I think if you're a person of color, you react even more viscerally and naturally to it. So I try to have a little extra restraint and say, the guy has a record. The guy had a long record, assaults, all kinds of stuff.
Of course, they're gonna find all these things.
Right. Well, no, but it's an easy record to find, right? I'm just saying. I'm trying to put everything out there that you can, right? He had a gun on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's assume even on top of that there was some sort of altercation with the police. Even if you factor in all of those things, I cannot understand how you would do your job that poorly as a police officer. Because he's not some raving lunatic, right? He's there every day. He's a consistent person who the guy who owns the store has no problems with.
Yes.
That means he's likely not a drunkard, not a lunatic, not someone who's acting super erratically. So what I'm trying to understand is, if you show up to a situation where you'd gotten a call and heard something bad had happened, how do you get to the point where you're simply bum rushing him, tackling him to the ground, and shooting him? How are you not able to do what I've seen other cops do? I know this is a thing that can happen, where you come over and have a casual conversation where you figure out what's going on and you get to the bottom of whatever it is. How do we get to you doing your job that poorly?
And if it gets to the point where you have to shoot him, why not shoot him one time in the leg?
Yeah, that's another thing I'll never understand.
I don't understand why you need
It's
to
like
shoot
shoot
a
to kill.
human being 6 times.
Like, they're laying on the ground and you're shooting to kill. That's the part I just don't get. So I know. Let me just start out. I know what we're going to hear from people who err on the side of the police. I know what you didn't see the full thing.
Right, you don't know.
You don't know.
You're judging us.
I saw a story also. The cops were wearing body cameras, but they're saying that they dangled off during the incident.
I mean, listen. To be honest, you ain't gonna need to get this done properly. You ain't gonna need body cameras. Because, I mean, in the version we're seeing of it, of course, we still already think we see enough. When they look at it and blow that video up and look closely, they will see everything they need to see.
Oh,
these were people in a car right next to it.
The store owner also said that police already confiscated the surveillance footage, too. So there's more.
So there'll be more footage.
And the video doesn't really give us any type of faith that anything is going to happen still.
No.
There's so many times that we catch them red-handed, and it doesn't matter. They find a way to weasel out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Laquan McDonald one is probably the most blatant one, right?
Yeah,
where
Eric Garner.
Yeah, Garner.
Sean Bell.
Yeah, well, there's no Bell video, right?
There's no Bell video,
but no,
I mean, 41 shots.
Yeah, of course, there's no video
guys
needed.
Leaving a club in a car, like, it was like, come on.
No,
this
Laquan,
man had a wife, man, and he had babies.
Laquan and Eric Garner are the real ones that jump out in my mind of, like, the video's so clear, right? Like, just clear as day video. This is more clear as day video that, like, something really bad happened here. And like Shawnee and Ebro have said on the show many times, this isn't about a witch hunt for police.
Right.
This is simply about, and it's not even saying you're never going to make mistakes anymore.
Right.
It's about when the mistakes happen going, oh, you effed up.
Just
and now
own
you
it.
got to pay the price for it.
Just own it.
Sorry.
Everybody gets fired when they do their job wrong.
Right.
For some reason, police are exempt.
Right. That's all we're
and
talking
the
about.
mistakes they're making are taking people's lives.
That's exactly
in
right.
these specific situations.
We'll take your calls, 800-223-9797. A very sad situation. We're going to skip the the guru today and keep talking about this issue, which seems to be on everyone's mind.
Doug?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good morning. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think one of the biggest things in this situation is really waiting to see what comes back. I work in law enforcement. None of us were there. we haven't been able to see what happened beforehand. We haven't been able to see what carried out. There's only really that one video showing so far. The biggest thing that I've heard already, and what they've put out into the media and what they've tried to project everybody is the officers got dispatched for a man with a gun. Okay, they did find a gun on this individual after the fact. The fact is, if you sit there and you watch the video, he was on his back. They were trying to get him to roll over. You heard somebody yell, he's got a gun. I can't say whether what they did was justified or not. That's not my fault of any. But I can say that, especially with everything that's taking place nowadays, officers are going to be on a higher level when it comes to taking a look at the situation. They're told that somebody has a gun. They've got people, families, children, businesses, taking place. They've got to get that person under control. They've got to get him restrained with mechanical restraint.
Well, listen, I hear you, but and I'm not. Listen, you're right. We did not see everything, but two things. Number one, you can legally have a firearm on you, on your person in Louisiana, so that's not enough reason to just go bum rush someone. And furthermore, I mean, listen. The job is to calm these situations. If you watch the video from the beginning, it starts out with a tackle. Like, why did we get to that place where it starts with a tackle? He wasn't reaching. He wasn't holding his gun out. And then, furthermore, once you're on top of him on the ground, why do you need to fire 6 shots into him?
Right, and that's the thing, Rosenberg. When, I do agree with you that, when we come into the video, one of the things that you hear in the video, I don't know if you guys caught it, he was tased. They were giving him multiple orders to get on the ground.
He was tased before he was shot. Yeah, the brother was tased before he was shot. Let me play the rest of this video. It's almost over.
He was not getting on the ground. He was tased. Taser didn't have any effect. That's when the officer rushed him. So, there are a lot of other things. Like I said, there are a lot of other things to play into this.